Oh yeah, so main speakers, oh excuse me, this is the Fusion tutorial on how to hook up the sound system at Saints Church.
Nice.
Main speaker switch, there's a key switch behind the screens here, on, off, before and after. You leave, make sure they're off, and when you show up, they should be off already. Turn key into on position. The board, there is the main hookups to those speakers in the back. There's a left and a right. Yellow is left. You pull these from this board, and when you're done at the end of the service, put them back into this board so we don't confuse the people behind us. And on the back here, you'll see main output, left into left, which is yellow. Red, R for red, is right. On this board, did you guys already log this in? I don't think you did. Administrator user, that's ours. No one else knows the password except everyone here now, is 13258. That lets you in.
13258?
13258. When this lets you in, this will let you access this thing. Please do not change any of the settings in digital patching. You guys should not be able to need to go into there at all. Audio rerouting, you guys probably will not need to touch that unless you phone me. Please don't mess around with that stuff because that'll mess up a lot of things.
Okay.
On the board, you have user, main, your user. User, when you click this button, it pretty much highlights all the stuff that's supposed to be for the people up front, the main users. 1 is 1 and 2. On this one, it's just shared because 1 and 2 is a linked thing. So 1 is for keys. Up there, you'll see it's 1 to 16. Pretty much they're labeled here as what you should be plugging into these ports on the main board. This back here should be plugged in. This is the cable that connects to the back stage box. This is your internet. This is the key. This cable is connected to the computer for a PC for the streaming. If you need to tweak people on here when you're plugged in, if they're too loud, too soft, try and keep it at unity. And when you click on that person, say Luke screaming too loud on the mic, you can keep him at unity, and you can adjust his gain here, which will help with bringing down his volume and stuff like that, or if it's peaking the speakers or what have you. These are all your mute buttons, of course, your main volume. Try and aim for the volume to be at unity. That's your goal, is try and have everyone at unity. You shouldn't have to go past. If you have to go past while you're tweaking, well, that's while you're tweaking, but you should try and stay at the unity, which is the U number. And that's it for up here. Now we can go down to the stage box. So this is the stage. Are you recording?
I'm good.
This is the stage box. Everything up there, 1 to 16. There's your keys. Vocals, guitar, bass vocals, bass. These are all preset up front for EQing. So hopefully when you come in here, try and plug in what it's designed for. Because it is EQ'd for that type of instrument, which hopefully makes sense. Behind here, now this is going to be tough to catch on camera, because it's tight back here. This is a communication cable, which says floor spare, or floor extra. Okay, this cable is an Ethernet cable. This goes behind here, way in the back, and it doesn't matter which port you plug into. It can go in either one, A or B, it does not matter. And at the end of the service, please remember to unplug that, because you don't want people to do. This is your main plug-in. Of course, goes into the wall, powers up the whole system. Now on the board, it should see, well, if you're having problems with sound not communicating, it's best to just unplug this and plug it back in again. It might, sometimes it has communication problems right off the hop when you start plugging it in, but, and that's pretty much it. It's Very simple.
So aside from that, we have like XLRs and 1/4-inch cables.
Yes.
And those are all, we're trying to make sure we plug them into the respective spots on here.
Correct. So on these,
So that is connected to the speakers, right?
right now, because the main's
No.
hooked up to speakers,
Yeah.
this is just communicating back to the box through the
Box.
internet.
Okay.
That blue cable, that's your, that picks up the sound and sends it over.
Sending. Okay, and then
Let's look. So instruments cables, 1/4-inch jack cables, these guys, these can plug in either way. You can plug a 1/4-inch jack into that port, or you can also plug in an XLR. They take both. So that's mics going to mic spots, instruments into instruments. It's very straightforward. When you're plugging things in, it's best to mute it so that when you plug in your instruments or slash mics, it doesn't pop the speakers and make a big boom.
Okay, cool.
That's the best way to do it. Some mics, as you can see, these ones have the yellow or red lights here. Those are 48 volt. The drum speakers need 48 power because there's just tiny little mics. They need 48 volt power. So this thing powers them when they're on. For in-ears,
Yes, that was just gonna ask that.
each person that you set up plugs into these guys. Make sure these volumes are pretty much at 3/4. That's more than enough. And that's your balance is the other one. They could plug into these with a 3.5 to in-ears, which we have spares in here. Now to set their volume, we'll have to go back up to the box. So to adjust in-ear volumes, if someone is saying, hey, Luke is screaming in my ears, they can say it's the drummer and he's in mix 1. So you pick mix 1, that's his in-ears. That's what he's hearing is what he's hearing here. If Luke is too loud, he could turn Luke down. These mixes only affect the in-ears, guys. It doesn't affect the main volume of stuff. So if you come up here and you see this is on, you're too loud because you're in the mix.
So you just click main mix, the purple one, and you're back in
So
there.
these are the the main mix or user, either or. When these guys are muted here, doesn't mean it's muted for the guy with the in-ears in. So if someone's plugging in and you don't mute that box, you might get a pop in the ears. And so it's best, especially when guys are using in-ears, to mute that before you plug something in, because if they have in-ears in, it could get really loud and hurt their eardrums. So it's best to mute that before you plug anything in. It's a quick boop, plug, boop. Simple. But these 6 mixes are in-ear mixes. 7 and 8, this is the mix going to the computer. Please do not touch that. That'll mess up the streaming volumes and all that stuff. Let me say that, because these are all at Unity. So they should be, they're all at Unity. But yeah. But that's about it. Oh, when you're shutting this down, you hit home button, you'll see soft power, you confirm, let this thing do its thing. It saves all your settings, everything else, and the settings should completely go into where it was when you last shut it off. If something were to happen, I have this thing backed up, you can restore the settings, and then back here you can switch the machine off. Simple. And then please, at the end of the day, move those back over to that box. That's for the other church to use, and shut off the mics or shut off the speakers in the back. That's it.
Perfect.